7 minutes?
Up, down, if you want.
I'm fine. I'm fine. Thank you. Distinguished colleagues, I would like to begin noting an anniversary which occurred this week, a day that affected not only the state of Israel, which is now celebrating its 70th anniversary, but the entire Middle East. On March 26, 1979, 39 years ago, our region embarked on a new era, an era of acceptance in which Egypt, the leading Arab nation and the strongest among them, recognized the existence of Jewish state in this area of the world. A lot of water flowed down the Nile until Jordan followed Egypt's footsteps and signed a peace treaty with Israel in 1994. Unfortunately, the danger of war in the Middle East has not yet passed. If other Arab states were to sign on the peace agreement which put an end to the bloodshed, I have no doubt that our Palestinian neighbors would finally return to peace negotiations with us. We would thereby solve painful and complex problems, of which a major one is the refugee issue. War is a tragedy. In wartime, people are displaced from their home and become refugees. That's what happened during the Second World War and after. This was the largest refugee problem in world history. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished colleagues, on November 29, 1947, a solid majority of the countries at the UN General Assembly voted to adopt a resolution to establish two countries in mandatory Palestine, a Jewish state and an Arab Palestinian nation state. In response, the Arabs, supported by military aid from the Arab countries, declared war. For the Palestinian people, this was a tragic war. It led to the loss of territorial and material resource and to collapse of the social fabric of nearly half of the population who became refugees. These refugees are the exclusive recipients of aid from the United Nations Relief and Works Agency, known as UNRWA, which provides health, education, and welfare services to its beneficiaries. But UNRWA doesn't seek a permanent solution for these refugees. Instead of reducing the scope of the problem, UNRWA just perpetrates it. In this manner, UNRWA sabotages the chance for peace in the Middle East. The birth of the State of Israel was accompanied by a great wave of Jewish refugees who flowed to the new state from many lands. The mass immigration included Holocaust survivors, Jews from Eastern Europe, and those from Arab countries. Jews were forced to quickly leave their homelands in Arab states. This mass exodus resulted from difficult events, hanging, massacres, exile, persecution, theft. They all came to Israel. The Jewish refugees integrated into their own new country, but the land of their dreams was Israel, and that's how they came to become an Israeli citizen in the state of Israel. Not a single international organization like UNRWA, no international organization lent a hand or assisted financially in the absorbing of those Jews in Israel. My dear colleagues, members of the parliament from around the world, let me take you for a short journey to the border with Gaza Strip, for example, where you have Palestinian refugees on the one hand and Jews on the other hand. What has been done by the Hamas in order to help the Palestinian refugees? What kind of assistance Hamas government has extended to them? Nothing. Because what the Hamas government would like to see is an endless Palestinian problem for the rest of their life and their children's lives and their grandchildren's life. No solution has been offered to them, neither by the Arab states nor by the government of the Hamas in Gaza. And on the other side of the border live hundreds of thousands of Jews. One of them is a friend of mine, Chaim Yalin, from this area, and he can tell you how Jews lived there and how they were accepted, they integrated into the country. Just compare the life between Palestinians on the other side and Jews on the other side of the border. 7 decades have passed. Nothing has happened. Don't you think it's time to solve the Palestinian refugee problem? Don't you think it's time to end this tragedy for the benefit of the Palestinians? Who is interested in that? Only us? What about their friends? What about the brothers and sisters? Where are they? Why don't they extend their hands in order to save their life and the future generation of Palestinians? Israel will not let the Palestinians come back. This is sure. This has been declared and stated over every international floor. And I repeat on that statement today. We will help and we will do everything to resettle the Palestinians in the places where they are living now. In Jordan, in Lebanon, in Gaza, on the West Bank. And we'll do everything to help them. But they will never return to the place where some of them were born. Most of them were not born there, where the state of Israel exists today. We are looking for a peace between us and our neighbors, and first of all between us and the Palestinians. And we'll do everything to achieve peace. We are extending our hand from here to the Palestinians and to the entire Arab world and say it's time to make peace. Let's start now. There is no other way to live but through peace. Let's have peace now. Thank you.